I know you speak Spanish. No, you pretend very good to speak Spanish. But you make a very nice film about Jews in Ghana.
In Ghana.
Why to make something in Ghana? You don't live in Ghana, and you don't live in Ghana.
No.
So why?
Well, Gabrielle was working there, and once you see the film, you'll know all the details. But
Yes.
she met the community and was really touched and connected with them, and wanted to make a story about their history.
What's the mystery about them? I know there is the film. Everybody will watch. But we want people to look at the picture, to look at the film. What is the mystery of Ghana Jews?
Well, sometimes it's very surprising for people to learn that there are Jews in African countries, and they're surprised to learn that there are Black African Jews.
Exactly.
So I think the mystery is sometimes our own ignorance of not knowing what a Jew looks like, and it can look like anything. The second mystery is, how did Judaism get to a country like Ghana, which is very, very Christian? And there are a lot of theories, some about being a lost tribe, some about being descendants of Sephardi Jews, and that's what we explore in the film.
We heard about Jews in Africa for some people when it came from Ethiopia, and said there. The others, now in YouTube you find Black Jews singing Shema Israel or singing other things, and everybody gets surprised, like, oh, wow. Is this the case of Ghana? How was your reaction when you found these communities?
Sorry, the question again?
How was your reaction? How did you find this community? And what was your reaction?
So I found this community because my mother found an article online, and that was back in 2010. And a lot of the people around me in Ghana did not believe that that could be possible, and including myself, because it's just, you don't see Jews in Ghana very often. And when I saw them, I was very touched. I was surprised, but I was moved, so emotional, because I found a sense of connection and familiarity in a place where I was a foreigner.
I'm sure many people asked, are they really Jews, or they just like Judaism, or they like the songs? Are they really Jews? They celebrate the holidays. How do they do this?
Well, I think it's very difficult for them to do it kind of in isolation, and they need a lot of support from communities like this one to reach out and provide them with materials and visit them and make them feel part of the wider community as a whole.
Yes.
But do they celebrate Rosh Hashanah, Kippur? They celebrate everything. They have, let's say, Orthodox Judaism. How is their Judaism?
I think that they're following the lowest steps of conservative Judaism, like normative Judaism from Western influence or North American Ashkenazi influence.
Is there a rabbi in their community? It's came from Arab from there.
No.
It came from another countries, rabbis there. It has to be somebody from Chabad. They are every place.
No, there is a Chabad in Ghana now. That's proving they are everywhere.
Yes.
Like Jews. And no, they don't have a time where there were Jews who actually came and started Judaism. This was very much a part of their history. But the volunteers that came there were mostly Ashkenazi Jews from the U.S. or from Europe who were conservative or reform. So yeah, that was the influence.
When you produce this film or you are direct, what do you try to show about this community? Because there are many things you can show, like how they live, or what's your idea of showing Jews in Ghana?
I think I wanted to humanize, to make sure that we see ourselves in people across the world, and that their joys and struggles, despite their lives being so different, are the same. You know, it's hard to get people out to synagogue, and it's hard to maintain a community in isolation.
Is there a synagogue there?
Yes.
Yes. They build it, somebody else build it, they go there, they build. How big is this community in Ghana?
It's around 100 people. Like, it fluctuates because people leave and come back, and yeah.
And they have any influence from other countries around there, or they are just direct there? How is it their life, like Jews in Ghana, with the interaction around them?
They are okay. Their struggle is that they're isolated from other Jews. but they get along well with the community. It's a very peaceful country, very peaceful village.
And thank you very much.